Hi guys, so today my hair is probably a mess because the wind is like 50 miles per hour outside today, but I am on my way to the paint store, and this is going to be the first vlog in the series of painting vlogs for my room. So I got two little samples of colors from Home Depot. You can go in and pick a color and they'll mix like an 8-ounce sample for you to try on your walls. And the first one was way too light, and I'll show you guys both of the samples when I get home, which ones that I've already tried. One of them was way too light and one of them was way too pink, and I'm looking for kind of a dusty rose pink. I don't want it to be like bubblegum pink, so I'm on my way to Sherwin-Williams right now because they have these, what do you call them? Paint chips, I guess, but they're like the scale ones, so like that goes from a really dark shade of the color all the way to the lighter shade, and so it's easy to see kind of the steps of the different progression of the pinks, if that makes sense. So I'm going to take a couple of those home because I know you can like borrow them and hold them up to your wall and stuff, and I'd already gotten a bunch of paint chips that I'd done that with, like the individual ones, but I hadn't had the long like strip ones before. So I'm going to Sherwin-Williams to do that, and I'm going to take you guys inside the store and kind of show you what I'm thinking for different colors. And feel free to sound off in the comments below if you have any ideas, especially for how my room is right now and the kind of the pieces of furniture that I'm going to keep. So I'm on my way to Sherwin-Williams, and I'll talk to you when I get there. So these are the colors that I'm looking at, and I'm trying to decide between, I think, these two right ones. I think that these ones are more purple. You can't really see it super well because I'm right in the light, but the purple is going to look a little bit more toned down than the bright pink, because you'll see when I go home and I show you the samples that I've tried, one of the pinks was just like way too bright, and I don't want that. So I think it's between these two paint chips, and it's the top two. I can't do it with one hand, but the top, the second row, I guess, the two colors there, they're called Lighthearted Pink and Tea Berry. So I might get samples of both of those. They're both really pretty, light, dusty pinks. And I'll go over here where there's a little less light. And it's a little bit, I don't know, it's just, they're light pinks, but in person they're a lot more toned down than, say, like these second light pinks. So I think I'm going to try and get samples of these two, and we'll see. And also my carpeting is blue, so I'm thinking that the purple might help it not be really weird contrast between pink and blue. So I'm back home, and I'm actually just going to show you, this is the color of my carpeting, just so you get kind of an idea. Now I actually ended up picking several more paint samples than I showed you guys at the paint store, because I was getting some weird looks and I didn't really want to deal with that anymore, so I just filmed that one clip. But now I'm filming on my Behr camera, the one I use to film regular videos, because the camera that I was filming on, my little vlogging camera, is not as great color, I don't know, reception, I guess, and I wanted you guys to be able to see the actual colors. So the ones I'm deciding between is this one, which is called Lighthearted Pink, the second one from the top, and then the top one on here called Merry Pink, and this is not focusing, hang on a second. So this top one here, Merry Pink, they're all like light pink, dusty roses, and then the second one from the top here called Tea Berry, and then I think this might be it. Honestly, I like this one the best. This top one here, there's a dog hair on it, called Vanity Pink. It's much more toned down because it is from a kind of a more purple family, and so it's more dusty than the rest of them. The rest of them are all kind of more pink. And then the last one I'm looking at is this one called Panache Pink. And I'm going to put the camera down for a second just so I can show you guys them all next to each other. So on the two big ones behind, I'm looking at the second color down, and then the rest of them looking on the first color on the top. And honestly, the middle one, Vanity Pink, you still can't see it super well because I don't have my studio lights in right now. I just have my overhead bedroom lights on, but I think this is my favorite. The rest of them all seem, like the top two ones on the back actually seem a little light, so I'm going to drop those for a second. But the Panache Pink is a little bit too pink. If you see it in person, it's got a little bit more of an orangey tone, and then the Merry Pink just might be a little bit too dark. I'm not sure, but I think I'm going to get a sample of Vanity Pink to try and put on my walls. Now I wanted to show you guys up here, you might have seen these in the backgrounds of my videos lately. These are the paint swatches that I've tried so far. The paint color on the right is called Petal Blooms, and I don't remember, I think it's Behr, I'm pretty sure. And then the one on the left, I forget what it's called, but I can write it down in the description box. Now, the one on the left is a pink on the paint swatch, but on the walls it just looks white, like pure white. Now the one on the left, or the one on the right, is also obviously a pink, but it turned out way darker than I would expect. So let me show you. If you get kind of closer to it, it's just, it's gonna be too overpowering. Like it's not showing up on camera as well as it is in the room, but if I painted all my walls like this, it would look like I was living inside of a piece of bubble gum, which is not the look that I'm going for. So honestly, I'm more inclined toward the whiter pink anyway, just because it is calmer, but I don't want that light of a shade. I want it to be, you know, an actual color. So I think I'm going to try and get a sample of the Vanity Pink that I just showed you guys. And apparently my dad reads Consumer's Report like religiously, and apparently there was a big like report on the best kind of paint, and it's Behr, the Behr Premium. I don't know, I'll write it in the description box again, but it's the Behr something or other. And so that's when we're gonna get it, because if you pick out any color of paint from any brand, they can mix it in any brand apparently, or that's what they said at Home Depot anyway. So if I pick out a color from Sherwin-Williams, for example, I would take it over to the people at Home Depot and they would mix it for me as a Behr paint. So I'm going to get a sample of that. I'll vlog again when I do that, but I wanted to let you guys know kind of where I was at and what colors I was really thinking about doing. Honestly, yeah, whoa, the color looks really strange right now. My carpet is pretty darn blue. It looks more accurate back there. I don't know why it's looking so washed out near my closet, but my closet is white and it looks yellow because the overhead light is a little bit yellow. But yeah, so I'm going to try and get a sample of this Vanity Pink, and I'll talk to you guys when I'm in the next step. Bye guys.